Welcome everybody to another video, and in Roblox everything is dropping. It is crazy, like literally everything is dropping, and there is a massive deflation going on right now, and it's that time of year, it's headless season, so it only makes sense. But let's go ahead and get right into the video, and I'm going to be talking about why everything is dropping. Okay, so to start off, as you can tell by the value changes page on Rollymons, and it's been happening for a good month now at least. And look at this. I mean, everything is dropping. IV down 20k. Even white Sparkle Time Fedora. Like even this is getting affected. Down actually 150. All this stuff is going down. Silver Punk Face down 20. Frozen down 20. Valkyrie Helm dropped 40 due to LPPs, and just all these like smaller items too, like just all dropping. Harm, Dark Horns of Pawnage, Clockwork Shades. Like look at this, everything is dropping. Here's a good like 2 pages of that, actually almost 3 pages, and things are going unstable. They're lowering, they're dropping. Like it is crazy. So, like myself, probably a lot of you guys have also been affected by this greatly. And yeah, like here's a good example if I go to my profile real quick. So, I've been pretty inactive recently because of school and sports and, all that fun stuff. So, as you can tell, this was during the summer. My graph was very good, and this is kind of where it peaked at. And I was at 1.22, and I am now at 1.05. So I lost like 170,000 value. It sucks, but is what it is. Basically, deflation hit me hard. I've had Pastel Rainbow Shaggy for a month, so I've just kind of had it for so long. And it's not gonna drop anymore. So I'm just gonna hold on to it until it gets better, and then hopefully get a lot of what I lost back. But as you can tell by my inventory, I have a lot of items that just aren't gonna drop. They're stable, and they're just more items that actually get pretty nice overpays. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting on some nice items here, and items that I expect to rise in the future. And then once the inflation at Christmas comes, then I'm gonna stock up on some nice demand. So if you don't already know, the headless season is coming very, very soon. It's actually coming this Friday. Yes, in 2 days from the time of recording this. Headless is coming out in 2 days, and it's pretty crazy. Like, basically, the reason why everything is dropping is because people want headless. They want the headless horseman, and it is worth 31,000 Robux. It is very expensive, and everyone wants it. So what they do is they sell their items under, so it can get sold quickly, so they can get those quick Robux to then sell, or then to buy the headless. So since everyone wants it, everyone wants to sell their limiteds, and then that causes everything to go down in value because it gets sold under. Also, the reason why the deflation this year has been even more crazy is because of LPPs and people getting compromised. So that has been a huge issue recently, is people getting compromised, and lots of things are getting LPP'd. Actually, a really good example of that. Actually, there's two good examples. I'll show it on my page real quick. So this was just one day. This is actually very recently. Here, yeah. So like right here, we'll say September 18th, right? So I'm just like doing my thing that day, and then I go and I just decide to check my account and all that. And look at this. I go from 815k wrap all the way down to 709. I lost over 100,000 wrap because Pastel Rainbow Shaggy got LPP'd, and I also had two classic fedoras which also got LPP'd 4 times. So I had two of one item that got LPP'd 4 times. It's insane. So I lost a ton of wrap there, and this really shows how inactive I've been. Look at this. It is a literal straight line just going across. So yeah, I've been inactive. So if I let's go to item catalog. I want to go to harmonica. Here's a really good example of LPPs. So here already you can see that it has been selling under a lot recently, and in sales it shows it even better. So right here, look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, times it got LPP'd in the matter of 16 days. Like, that is crazy. And yeah, it went from, let's see, uh, right here, went from 309,000 rap all the way down to 146,000 rap. It lost like over 150, like almost 160, 170,000 rap. That's crazy. Like, that is a lot. Like, if you owned this, that sucks, because you definitely lost a lot, and it's gone down in value, like by 200 or 20,000, I mean, so far. So yeah, everything is dropping in value now. As bad as this is, inflation will come eventually. So kind of the way that things work, and I'm actually planning on making a video to go into more detail about this. So basically, how it works is the two major holidays for Roblox are Halloween and the October time period, and then Christmas. So in October, as I kind of explained earlier in the video, it's like, everyone wants headless, and headless comes out in October, and everyone sells their items under, which causes deflation. So in Christmas time is the complete opposite. That's when inflation occurs, is because people, all these kids get the Robux and they get the money, and then they want to go spend it all. They want to get these cool items. So then they spend the Robux, and then they buy things, and then that's how things go up in value. And it also is kind of from everything dropping in value from headless, it kind of goes almost back to where it was, and then past that. So actually, a really good example of this is catching snowflakes. So the most inflation time, it seems, is like in February. Now, I'm just kind of going off what I know. I haven't actually experienced a headless time. Well, actually, I'm experiencing one right now, but I haven't actually really experienced a headless time period and a inflation before, because when I traded back in 2017, it really wasn't like this. It wasn't like drastic changes in items like kind of how it is right now with the holidays. So yeah, since I took that 3 year break, so right here, here is the start of the year. It's in December, and then right here, look at this, goes from selling to about 14,000 and goes all the way up and starts selling for 26,000. It like doubled in what it was selling by. I think catching snowflakes went up to like 35,000 value, and yeah, it's just crazy. It was at like 15, 16, 20 or something like that, and it went all the way up to like 35,000 value from inflation. So inflation, and then it kind of went down, and then it went up back again, went back up again. That was interesting. And then it went down, and then it's just kind of been pretty steady, and then the deflation's kind of brought it down a little bit like that. So actually, yeah, we can see here, perfect. I totally forgot about this. Yep, there we go, 35, as I kind of knew. So yeah, look at that. Went up from 35, dropped down, went back to 24, and then it really sunk down here, and it's been sinking down from there too. So yeah, that is another example of that. But we're here mainly here for the headless event and why everything is dropping. But yeah, everything is dropping. It's not fun, I will say. Trading is not fun when you're losing value, and it's not bad. It's pretty bad. So some things, I guess, are some tips are get items around this time, like kind of with my inventory. Get items that aren't really gonna drop. Like, none of these items have been affected except Pastel Rainbow Shaggy. Like, none of these items have been affected at all, and they get overpays. And they're not items, they're not like demand. You don't want strong demand in this time. Like, you don't want Valks, you don't want CFs, you don't want the Punk Faces, the Dog Whisperer, the all those type of items. You don't want those, because those are the ones that are dropping. You want to get yourself some non-demand items or some rares or stuff like that. And then when inflation is about to occur, that's when you want to get your Valks and your CFs and your Frozen Horns. You want to get all those good demand. What I'm going to do is, when it comes close to that time, I'm going to stockpile on a bunch of CFs and Valks and IVs. So I'm going to get those things and sit on them, and then let the inflation kind of carry me back up to where I was. So that's kind of my plan for that. But yeah, this has been a video of just kind of me talking. If you have any other ideas for like advice videos or more like formal videos, I guess you could say, rather than just me talking and kind of explaining things, let me know. And or I can do more videos like this, or I can also do more videos where I go through trades and kind of evaluate them and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. But that's probably about it for me. And yeah, everything is dropping in Roblox. Let's survive. Let's get through this deflation, and let's look forward to the Christmas inflation. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.